This question says that Dia has 141 coins in a large bag. When she adds up the value of the coins, she has $57. So you're supposed to find out how many quarters she has. Now, in questions like this, sometimes it's really helpful to make a chart. We're looking at the number of coins that there are, and we're going to be looking at the value of the coins. All right, now what are the coins that we're talking about? Well, if we look back, it says that all of the coins are either quarters or loonies. So we've got quarters and we've got loonies. Now basically in this chart, we're defining our variables within the chart. So when we look at the number of coins, I'm going to let Q represent the number of coins that are quarters, how many quarters there are, Q. So if Q is 5, there's 5 quarters. If Q is 2, there's 2 quarters. Now, the number of loonies that there are, you may be tempted to write L for the number of loonies, but then you're going to have 2 variables and it'll be tricky to solve. So what we can do here, because we know there's 141 coins in total, we can say 141 minus the number of quarters, minus Q, will give us how many loonies we have. Now for the rest of the chart, we're going to fill in the value. So how much money do we actually have in quarters? Well, the value of 1 quarter is 25 cents. So it's 0.25, 25 cents times Q, however many quarters you have. And then the value of loonies is $1, 1 times 141 minus Q. And it's very important that you keep those brackets there. All right, now we can write our equation. So if we take the value of money in quarters and we add it to the value of money in loonies, we should get the total value, which is $57. So 57 equals 0.25 Q plus 141 minus Q. All right, now we're going to gather like terms. So I'm going to subtract 141 from each side, and I get negative 84. And then I'm going to group the Q terms together. So negative 1Q plus 0.25Q is negative 0.75Q. To get Q by itself, I need to get rid of that negative 0.75. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 0.75. A negative divided by a negative gives me a positive, so I have 112 on the left side, and I have Q on the right side. So therefore, Dia has 112 quarters.